So today's book is Old Bear, right? And yeah, let's just see what happens to this sweet little bear.
It's about like a bear who dreams about summer, spring, fall, and winter when he's sleeping, when it's actually winter. And in the
Don't give it all away.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So look at these sweet little illustrations before the book starts. There we go. All right. So, Old Bear by Kevin Henkes. By the time Old Bear fell asleep for the winter, it was snowing hard. And you could see how he's all snug in his little hole there in the tree. It was snowing so hard. Soon, he was dreaming. What do you think he was dreaming about? You could tell you're grown up. What do you think he was dreaming about? Don't give out the answer. Oh, He dreamed that spring had come and he was a cub again. The flowers were as big as trees. He took a nap in a giant pink crocus. And you can see there he is as a little cub in the giant pink crocus there. Look at all the other pretty colors. What colors do you see there, Micah? Can you see them? Yeah. Then he dreamed it was summer. The sun was a daisy, and the leaves were butterflies. Part of the sky clouded over, and it rained blueberries. I don't know. Do you like blueberries? If it rained blueberries, would you be happy? What do you wish it was raining instead? You could put it in the chat. If it could rain anything, what would it rain?
Lightsabers.
It would rain lightsabers. Oliver says lightsabers. I say peanut butter cups. Anybody? Oh, wait. Candy from Emmeline.
Ice cream.
Well, it should rain ice cream. That could be another one. And cookies from Emmy. Candy from Micah. Chocolate. I think that's from Emmeline too. And marshmallows and marshmallows and hot chocolate from Delancey. That sounds good. Next, he dreamed of autumn. Everything was yellow and orange and brown, even the birds and the fish and the water. Oh, and I saw there's another one that came in for the answer before. Mac and cheese, Jasper, for the last one. After that, he dreamed that winter was back. The world was covered in ice. It was night, and the sky was blazing with stars of all colors. The cold went on forever.
Well, that was a big one. Oh, I had a big one.
Oliver. Okay. Old Bear slept and dreamed and dreamed and slept. When he finally woke up, it seemed to him that no time had passed since he had fallen asleep. He yawned. Let's all give a nice big yawn. Oh, he stretched. Let's give it a big stretch. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Ah. Oh, I needed that.
Mom, I can't be your helper right now.
Okay. He poked his head out of his den to see if it was still snowing. He blinked. Let's all give a blink. He blinked again. 2 blinks. And when Old Bear walked out into the beautiful spring day, it took him a minute to realize that he wasn't dreaming. So what had happened? Why wasn't he dreaming? What was he doing that whole time when it turned from winter to spring? Let's see. What happens? What do we call it when it turns from winter to spring and the big bear and the bears are sleeping? Anyone know? That's right, hibernation, Emmy. Very good. Hibernating. You got it. So Old Bear thought he, or maybe she, we don't know actually, was dreaming. Oh, Micah, yes, time passed. That's right. And Old Bear fell asleep in winter. And when Old Bear woke up, it was spring because Old Bear had been hibernating. I think this is a really great book for spring. So, my helper had to use the restroom, the facilities, so I guess I will continue this on my own. If you didn't already get your supplies for the art project, I'll give you a minute. If it's like, oh my God, I have to run upstairs, downstairs, all that, I'm recording this so you can do it later and just kind of follow along or do part. But again, you need 3 pieces of paper. So again, here is Oliver's art project. We're making a flower pot. 1 paper for the stems. You can do green if you want. You could do any other color, totally up to you. Another favorite color for the pot. And then 1 for the background, preferably a light color, so you could see any drawings or artwork you do. If you don't have any construction paper, you could always color it in with your crayons, markers. I see Micah with a glue stick there. So yes, you're gonna want a glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick, regular glue, tape, staples, whatever you have is totally fine. Some colored pencils, markers, crayons, scissors. You need at least 1 hand. So if you have 2, that's good, but you need just 1. And maybe you're grown up. All right. I don't know if you have this at the bottom of yours, and I don't know how I could see it, but I know when I've done other Zooms, there's been like a little hand raise button. So if you have that, raise your hand, or you could give me a little "I'm ready" when in the chat if you want. Or I'll just wait 1 minute. Again, I am learning. Ready? Okay. A couple people are ready. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. So the first thing you're going to want to do, and again, I don't have my helper, so is to take your first piece of paper. I've done this several times, so I'm going to try to save paper and do it on my little whiteboard here, is to take your hand and spread it out nice and wide. And if you are able to do it yourself, you can trace around your hand. If that's hard for you, you could ask your grown-up to help you. So I'm going to give you a minute, and we are going to trace our hand. And again, if you didn't have time to go get your materials, I'm recording this, so you'll be able to do it later. Not a big deal. Oh, here comes my helper, I think. Or not. One of the color papers or the white for the hand? Well, you are the artist. So I would say that's up to you. I mean, we kind of went the traditional route and went with the green for the stems. But, I don't know what the flowers look like in your dreams. Maybe the stems in your dreams are blue or pink. Who's to say, right? So I would say do what makes you happy. You are the artist. It is your decision. There is no right. There is no wrong. You cannot do this wrong. Let me see if there are any other questions coming in. Okay. I think that's it. So once you have your hand drawn, you could cut it out and take a look. Mine's not perfect or anything like that. Plants aren't perfect. They have bumps. They have little dents. They bend. They do all these things. So don't feel like you have to do it perfectly or cut it out perfectly. Whatever it comes out as is the way it was meant to be. All right, so I will give a minute for you to do that. And then I will get us ready for the next step. And again, if I'm moving on fast, it's for the sake of time. Don't worry, you could take all the time you need. There is absolutely no rush. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to want to make 2 lines. One long, oh, I'm sorry, and this is on your next piece of paper. Your next piece of paper for the pot. Any color you want, again. Is that my helper yet? I hear you. Okay, you're going to want to make 2 lines. One long line, one short line. And you probably don't want to make it the whole size of the paper, maybe about half. You're going to hold it? Thank you. And when you've made those 2 lines, can we see it? You're going to connect the ends of the shorter lines with the end of the longer line. So it kind of looks like that. Okay, all right. And then when you're ready, you could cut that out as well. And if you have any questions, you could put it in the chat and I will answer.
Write the next step. Can I draw the next step?
Can I draw the next step? Well, I think these are the last things to draw, right?
No, I mean the hand.
All right, I see some cutting happening. Awesome.
I'm going to draw the hand, okay?
This is great.
Mom, can I draw the hand?
Oh, we did the hand while you were upstairs. It's okay, but if you want to draw your hand right now, you
I
could do that.
I can draw the flower.
Okay, you want you to draw a flower. Because the next step is going to be to get your glue or, oh, someone raised their hand. Sorry, I am learning how to do this. Emmeline, did you raise your hand? Do you want me to unmute you? Do you have a question? Can I unmute? Oh, wait. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, I'm learning. Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I was just trying to get our video on and I hit the wrong button.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay. All right. So next, you're going to want to glue your 2 pieces onto your 3rd piece of paper. I glued on the hand first, and then the pot a little bit over it. And that kind of gave me more room for my flowers, but you don't have to. But you might want to start a little further down on your paper. So here's one example. This is Oliver's. And this is my example. And of course, I have a bigger hand, but I started way down here. So you want to take your glue stick or your glue. And if you're using this kind of glue here, remember, you don't need to use a lot of glue. You only need to use a dot of glue. That's it, right? Just a little bit goes a long way.
Showing some examples of flowers.
And okay, great, because that's the next step. And then the last step is to think about your flowers. So this is where you get to really have all the fun. And it's about whatever you have at home. You can, it's okay. You can just use like markers and crayons and colored pencils and just draw anything you'd like. You can, so I made it over here with different materials. So if you have,
we can't get to see. We can't see you.
Okay, all right.
Now we can.
All right, technology, it's okay. So we have, there are some beautiful examples of different ways you could draw flowers from Oliver. Do you want to describe what you did, Ollie?
So like you could draw a flower, put dots, put lines. You could even draw two petals and stuff like that. Draw little petals underneath and then big petals to have more space to color.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
We still can't see you.
Yeah, is it?
It's almost out of
Now
time.
we can. That's not almost out of time. We should be okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. All right. So you can use tissue paper, beads if you have them at home, pom-poms, whatever you've got to decorate. Those are just bonus things, but all you need is the markers and the crayons or the colored pencils to make your decoration. And Oliver would like to show you a beautiful necklace with the beads I used, but he turned them into a necklace. There you go. Really pretty, right?
Yeah. So let me show you the cool ones. So like this one, it has little gems inside. This one, it has little like lines along with the heart. And let me find this teddy bear because it has like lines around the so you could really see what it is, its shape, all that. And the most beautiful gem of all I have inside that I wanted to say for a long time, this one.
All right.
Like it?
All right. Oliver, I think
They're all off mute.
yeah. So let's check in. Micah, how are you doing with your project so far? Oh, so pretty. Let me see if I could, that's really nice. I love that. I love the colors you use. The green with the purple, so pretty.
Micah!
I can't wait to see it.
Micah!
Oliver says hello, Micah.
Micah, say hi.
Micah!
Now I think they can hear us. Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you. I unmuted you to say hi. We don't have.
You froze.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna mute you back and.
Your turn.
Hello.
Oh, is this us?
Yeah, I just.
Jess, you want to show her what you've done?
Yeah, let me see where you're at.
Say hi to Oliver.
Yeah.
beautiful. Look at those delicate little flowers on there. That
Good
is so
job.
beautiful. It's almost like springtime and it's budding and they're starting to grow. I wonder if it was in 2 weeks how big those flowers would be. That's
Yeah, right.
beautiful.
You could also maybe like draw a little something inside the white flower. Whoa, that's beautiful.
Oh, another one. Nice.
This is Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Those are beautiful. I like the white. I feel like you could decorate it. You could go even further with it. Really nice.
Remember, you could use the thumb. You could also draw on the thumb.
Oh yeah, that's good, right, Jasper?
You can also draw stuff on it.
All right, I'm gonna check on Delancey next. Yay. Hey, Delancey. Oh, I gotta unmute you. There, wait, hold on. There you are. Whoa, they look like firecrackers. Are
That's
they
beautiful.
firework inspired?
Kind of.
It looks like it's exploding, and I love how you just use one piece of paper and instead of gluing them, you just kind of outlined and drew it and made it your own. I think that's brilliant.
You look way older.
Way to save paper. Way to save paper. I love it. Love it.
And
So
way,
sweet.
and also way to be
Wish
older.
I thought of it. And then, oh, let me mute you back. And I think the next one I could see that's on video. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Emmeline.
Hi.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. Do you have one yet?
Yeah, we do.
See? Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Way to use materials and fancy paper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and these are like little glass, sea glass that she found.
Oh, really beautiful. I love the colors. All right. So, Oliver, I can't find my other book that we're going to be doing
What
next week. I think I left it in by the
What
living room.
book is
Giraffes Can't Dance. Could you go grab
Oh,
that
I
for
know.
me? You know where that is? So while you're still working, I think our next episode is going to be on Friday because tomorrow is my mother's birthday. So we're going to be celebrating with her. And I just felt like we need to have a massive dance party. And so we are going to read the book Giraffes Can't Dance. And I think we need a little bit of a freeze dance going on and stuff like that. So I will send out the link and so you can join that on Friday. I will keep it at this time at 3 o'clock. If you haven't liked my page yet, it is Miss Carrie's Stories. If you want to take a picture of your finished product and send it to me, you can send it to my email address, misscarrietellstories@gmail.com.
And Oliver likes to tell stories.com.
Not a real email address, but sure. And what else? Oh, I have a YouTube channel now, Miss Carrie Tells Stories. Pretty consistent throughout, Miss Carrie Tells Stories. Yeah. So tell your friends about it if you liked it. I will also, again, this is recording, so I will post the link. And I'm hoping this could grow, and maybe if you're able to make a donation, so I can extend these a little more. This is my Venmo, no pressure. But if you're able to donate, that's great. But we also take cookies. So if you can Venmo some cookies, no nuts, that would be also acceptable. Anything else? Did I forget anything else?
Well, bye-bye till next time.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see all the finished products. I will be posting a link of this. Oh, wait. Oh, someone wants to show me theirs. Hi. Let me see. Hold on.
Come here. Wave to them. They can see you.
Hi.
Wave.
What's your name?
Camden.
Hi, Camden. Let me see. If you can hold it still, because it's a little hard to see. Oh, I love how each finger has a color and how you use the white and your crayons and your pen to add the color to it. I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Camden. Good job. Let's see. And let's see. I have one more thing in the chat. Can you send the Venmo in the chat? Yes, I can. Let's see if this works. Carrie Elman Larson is my Did that work? Oh no, that didn't work. I will figure that out. Why am I not able to send a chat? Figuring this out. So I'm gonna hold it up again just so you can see it. Oh, and I'm getting the running out of time. My limit is up from Zoom. So I think we are going to say goodbye. And remember, we are all in this together. I will see you on Friday for Giraffes Can't Dance and a freeze dance party. And don't forget to tell your friends if you enjoyed this. And thank you so much. Wave and goodbye.
Remember, on Friday, go to Carrie Likes to Tell Stories Monkey Robot.
You won't find me if you do that. All right. Mwah. Thank you to my helper, Oliver. Bye, everyone.
I want to say hi to Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa. We'll call you. Bye.
Bye, Grandpa.